The number of homeless kids is on the rise. They're staying with friends, living in shelters, and even checking into hotels. Good evening, I'm Heather Herron.
And I'm Mark Mellinger. More than 13,000 kids in Indiana are homeless, but not all of them are on the streets or in shelters.
In fact, a growing number of homeless kids is finding themselves bouncing from house to house or even a hotel. News Channel 15's education reporter Elizabeth Fields introduces us to a family of 6 that's become homeless just in the last few weeks.
That's right, Mark and Heather. There are lots of reasons families find themselves with nowhere else to go. For the Stuth family, it was a house fire. As the parents search for shelter and stress over finances, their kids are still going to school and trying to not only get by, but fit in and pass the class. Christina Stuth never thought she and her family would end up here.
3 boys and 1 girl, a 17-year-old, 15-year-old, 14, and a 9-year-old.
Plus, Christina's boyfriend makes 6 people in this one hotel room.
They're alternating who has to sleep on the floor. It's rough, but, you know, so far it's working out okay.
Fire destroyed their home weeks ago, and they're still nowhere near having a permanent place to call home. But meanwhile, school's still in session, homework's still due, and classmates have started talking.
Most of them, at school, they left me.
14-year-old Hannah says most people at school just don't get it. They think living somewhere with a swimming pool and a basketball court would be great. But Hannah says this isn't a vacation. This is where she calls home. She says it's not cool at all.
It's not that cool living there because you're not used to it. You're not used to the closed spaces and everything. It's just not where you really want to be most of the time.
Do you talk about that kind of stuff with your mom?
No. Because it might upset her, so I don't want to tell her.
The Stuth kids joined 483 other students who are homeless at FWCS. 185 are getting help from George Fields. It's Fields' job to help kids stay on the right track, especially when they may feel like their lives are out of control.
Don't worry about the bad things. You stay focused and positive on school. Let your mom and dad or whoever handle this situation.
But sometimes that's much easier said than done.
With having to deal with everything with my mom also, I'm trying to help her out, so just got a lot of stuff on my mind. It's hard to keep up with my work and soccer and everything.
It's a test, they say, they'll never be graded on, but one that's taught them a tough lesson.
It might bring us somewhat closer together, but really I think it's just frustrating for everyone.
Some other numbers around the county. East Allen County's district reports having 78 homeless families. Northwest Allen County has 158 students, and Southwest Allen County has not reported any students or families without a home. George Fields says the majority of the kids he helps are actually in shelters, and they're overcoming a whole new set of challenges. We'll sit down with those families tomorrow. Elizabeth Fields, News Channel 15.